Hello everyone. I would like to clear one confusion about one-sided limit of a rational function. And I want to use this as an example. We would like to evaluate the limit of the function 1 divided by x minus 1 as x approaches 1 from the right. This is why we have a positive sign here. If it is from the left, we'll have a negative sign. All right. We know that whenever you have a fraction, as the denominator of that fraction approaches 0, the whole fraction will tend to approach infinity. But the confusion here is it approaching negative infinity or positive infinity? That is what I want to explain in this tutorial. All right. You can see that x is approaching 1 from the right. So let us use a number line. This is a number line. We have 0 here. We have 1. We have negative 1, we have 2, let me stop here, we have negative 2 here. So this is what our limit is approaching, 1. From where? From the right. So all values of x are coming from the right towards the point 1. Therefore, all these values are positive values. But assuming we are approaching 1 from the left, you can see we have to encounter some negative values before that positive 1. That's one point. Our numerator is 1, which is already positive. You should know that. All right. So we have x minus 1, right? So let's assume we have 3. 3 minus 1 is a positive value. 2 minus 1 is a positive value. So you can see that all these values before 1 are all greater than 1, and hence you have to get a positive result here. And this is already positive, and positive divided by positive will be what? Positive. So as you come closer and closer to 1, you can see that it will approach 1 minus 1, which is 0. So the denominator is approaching 0. The whole fraction is approaching infinity. But what infinity? Positive infinity, because all these values are greater than 1, and hence the bottom is positive. The top is positive, positive, positive. Is still positive, and hence this will approach positive infinity. But the question is, what if we decide to approach 1 from the left? Let me give that as a bonus. So the limit as x approaches 1 from the left of the same function 1 divided by x minus 1. Just observe. Now we are trying to approach 1 from the left. Remember, when we say limit, we don't mean exactly that value. Limit it means what? Those values that keep on approaching, but not exactly 1. So you can see that all these values are less than 1, including that very close number. Let me say 0.99999 is less than 1. So once you take that number, you subtract 1, you're going to get the negative value. Already the top is positive, so we have no problem with that. So you can see that 0.9999 minus 1 is still negative. So this is approaching negative infinity, though this is approaching 0, right? So it will make the whole fraction to approach infinity. But since the bottom is negative, this is going to approach negative infinity. Yes.